Making a few technical stuff. We'll call my student on Skype actually, and we'll see if you can hear it or not. That will be the next question, big question. Hello, hello. In teljesen jól hallak. Yes. Can we speak in English?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's see if others also can hear us. Please give us some feedback if you can hear.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Someone?
Okay. Okay, so we plan to do some pound endgames exercises. Actually, do you have a chess.com account?
Yeah.
Yes, please come and I will invite you because I made already a board for us.
I did send on Skype my name.
Okay, thank you. Let me see if this is okay, and I will make an invitation. How can I? Yeah, here this is. Here we are. This is a okay. I sent you an invitation.
Okay, I got it.
Wonderful. Let me do one more. Okay, I give you full control. One moment. Full control. And what we will do? One moment. I will load here a position. Did you play last week any interesting games?
Interesting. I don't know. I gained a ton of elo, actually.
Yeah, again, wow. Last week also I remember you gained.
Yeah, I did gain like 100 elo, please.
Wow, okay, so maybe our calculation exercises starts to help, maybe.
Yeah, actually I got like 200 elo, but later on I lost like 100, so yeah.
Wow. Okay, that would be way too much. Okay, so these exercises we already looked before, but hopefully we can remember some of these. If it's not, that's also fine, then we can solve again. Moment. Okay, so this is the first position, and actually white to move, so white should try to find the best move.
Oh, I know. B4.
Mm-hmm.
If black takes the pawn, then
Mm-hmm.
king b2. We have the opposition.
Uh-huh. And what happens if he is not playing the good move, but he tries to defend?
What do you mean? Sorry.
What happens if white don't play the b4 move, but he defends the pawn with like king a2?
Then c2. Black king c2.
Uh-huh, okay.
Take the opposition.
One moment. No, because then white can still play b4, no? So let's see first the good line which you said, and this is actually the right thing, and which we need to reaching for. So we want to make the opposition, and we always block the king, yeah, so he cannot do anything here with the king. But if let's say if white plays wrong, if plays king a2, let's try to calculate how to win here. Because if king c2, as you said, then white can play still b4, and now we are back to where we started, no?
Oh yeah.
This is still a draw. So let's see what can black do differently. Also, if any viewers has idea, please feel free to write into the chat.
b4 probably.
b4. So yeah.
b1, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the correct. You can go to a1, I guess.
But it's not a question. because the opposition actually on the it's not helping if the opponent king is already on the third rank and the pawn is behind, because it's those are the critical squares of this pawn, the third rank squares. Any of the squares that reached by the king wins. You know what happens. Let's see if he plays. Let's see. So actually, what to do here with black? How you win with this with black?
I would go for c3.
Yeah, there's a tricky thing. I don't know if you remember. We looked this before. It's with the knight pawn. There's a tricky draw. The defender tries to make a stalemate.
Oh, yeah, on a1. Yeah. We should go to a3, I guess.
Yeah. So to the rook five, because if this one, then what can white do? It's still winning if black realizes in time, but what should white do here if he tries to make the draw? What's the tricky move?
So it's a2, I think.
Okay. And then what happens?
a2, if checked, then a1, I guess.
Okay.
Then b1. I think that's the correct line.
Yeah. If you're playing now b3 check, then what would white do?
Then a1.
Yeah, that's the tricky one actually now, because it's a stalemate.
Yeah.
And also the check is not helping. You know, there's this rule in the pawn endgames. If the pawn reaching the second rank or the seventh rank with the check, that makes a draw, because it's a stalemate again. Stalemate or need to give up the pawn.
Yeah.
So actually, but still, black can win here. How can black win this one? After a2, so black is still winning if he realize in time, okay, this I cannot go for a win this way, this king c2 and then b3 way is not good. So what can he do? How should he change the approach?
Oh. Then b3, I guess.
This and now?
Yeah. No. Now b3. Now king b3.
Yeah, so actually we need to go back to the starting position. If he realized that was a bad move, and now we go on the other way.
Now it's
Now a3, yeah, because the same trick, like, you know, it was like it's not working in this side, because here there will be plenty of space to move. It will be no stalemate. That's the difference. Like here, when the kings were in opposite, it was a stalemate, but now yes, squares to move. So it's no way to win. Okay, this is it. Okay, wonderful. So I think figured out everything. So need to play b4 to stop this, because actually if it's fixed the one, there's one other rule I want to tell you. So when there's a pawn fixed, like they are fixing each other the pawns, look, then there are some critical squares for the attacker king to reach to win the pawn. And actually that the three squares on both sides of the pawn, any of those squares reached by the attacker king, it wins the pawn, cannot be defended. Also, if this is just on e3, this would be already winning for black, because it's white would be always in Zugzwang, so he always need to give us space, and now this is the last moment where he need to give the pawn. Okay, so that's something to remember. And also that's a winning idea, okay, to fix here, because if we are fixing the other way, like it's fixed here, it's still winning, but it's not enough, because then the opposition makes the draw. If the kings are on one square closer to the promotion square, then it wins.
Yeah, on the 6th row.
Yeah, that wins. Okay, wonderful. let's go on for the next one. Can we go for the next one?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. No. How should I put this new stuff? Okay, let me load a new one. This is the one. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Ah, yeah. White to move, and White wants to save the game again. How can he save it?
So we have to reach the opposition.
Some way we have to reach the opposition.
We cannot go to D2 or E2.
Yeah. Why?
So, if we go to E2, D2, then we can go to D4, which is opposition. If we go to E2, then we can go to E4, which also is also opposition. We
Okay.
have to keep our king in our last row, I guess.
Mhm.
So probably E1.
That's beautiful. So this way also we are ready for the if he moves forward,
Then E2.
then we may.
of
Okay.
course.
So sometimes the best thing is not going for directly for the thing, but make maybe a waiting move.
Yes, yes.
Like here also, if he goes here, then
Oh, if you go here, then we just go back to D1.
really. But then look what he will do.
That's
If he goes to D1, we go to D1, then
no, not D1. D2, sorry.
yeah, we should, because you know his goal. It's if he. What is important to know what's the goal of the opponent and what's our goal. His goal is to get any of those squares, then he is winning. So we should stop that. Yeah, this is the way actually. So opposition can be used also for blockade, also for gaining some more space. Sometimes, except if black would do this, then he would use it for going forward. Now it's used opposition for just follow like a shadow, and it's cannot do go. And if you place the, how do you make the draw here? Yeah, just to play out quickly.
Sorry?
So how do you play this with white to make the draw? Yeah, just this is actually I think the
E2.
yeah C2. Okay.
E2.
And one more important good move we need to make.
E1.
Yeah, it's important. Okay, so this is an important idea. To have the opposition when the pawn is on the, because if it would be on the forefront, then it would be not helping. That would be still winning for black, no matter if it's opposition. But now, if the pawn already on the third rank, then the opposition makes the draw. Wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, greetings from Hungary. Actually, somebody is watching us from Germany. Okay, thank you for joining us. Can you hear us? Okay, let's. Okay, wonderful. I think this is good. Let's go for the next one. Let's see if this will be a little bit challenging or not. Add the game. Okay. Ah, yeah, this is this classical one. How to, reach one of the key squares. Yeah, because that's the goal for white. Yeah, to reach one of those squares on the sixth rank. If those reach, then the game won.
Oh yeah, I remember it. We have to reach the A4 square. That's the key square. Yeah, we have to just go there.
Yeah, okay, that way, and then.
And he can block it. Yeah. He doesn't have the tempo to reach the C6 square.
Okay, so.
We're gonna reach the A6 square anyway.
Yeah, or when we are on A5, then where should be the black king go? When we are on A5, where should be the black king to make the draw? when the white king is on a5.
C7, I guess.
No, then we get the key square of a6.
Uh-huh. Oh, a7. A7.
That's it, yeah. And that's the question if it's possible. So can you tell me the variation just to make a little visualization? So just the until it wins.
King c2,
Okay.
king e7, king b3, king d6, king a4, king c6, yeah, king a5, and then I don't know, b7,
Yeah. It's
b5.
one move short.
Yeah,
And then b5, okay, and then
we did reach the opposition.
that's it. And so and this is the good example when we use the opposition to gain space. I said we can use the opposition for two things. When we are attack, we want to gain space, so new squares to go forward. And when we defend, we just want to make the blockade. Okay, so this is it, I think, yeah. As you said, this. Yeah, d6 or d7, yeah, both are fine. So he tries to stop, but it's not possible. Because this would be a draw, but now this wins because he got the opposition. Let's see. Let's just win this one. Anyway.
Oh, let's win this one. a6, king a6.
Okay, king a6.
King b6. C7. King c7. b5. Wow. Yeah. King b6.
Okay, this is
Yeah, I almost messed up.
the trap, yeah, to not move
Yeah.
into the stalemate. Yeah, this would be a stalemate. Yeah, this is a stalemate. So not moving to the stalemate.
King a6.
Okay, now it's
b6. b7.
okay. And now this just yeah. Okay, wonderful. So it's everything started here. If we have in mind those squares, so we can think how to reach those. Actually, also we can think about those squares as a pairs. So if the opponent can reach any of the pair, then we fine. And we usually actually we try to, when we have the same number of moves to reach any of those squares, because look, it's the same number. It's 4 moves, no matter which we go. Then we try to and for the opponent is some squares are more far away. We try to go to the squares which are more far away.
Yeah.
Because it's like on those two squares he could just make the draw. Look, because if he tries to make like even this without, we cannot even get to here, so it's just blocks us. If you, let's say if we try to go to just this one, he's just in time to make the draw. But if we are going for the far away, then he cannot reach it. And then okay, good, very good. Let's go next one. Maybe this is a little bit more challenging. Okay, let me add a new one. A little tricky one. So white to move.
Right. F6, G4.
There are two ways to start, and one of them is good, the other one is not so good.
Well, I think king f6 is the correct move.
Okay, What happens if king f7? You are right. Yeah, king f6 is the right move.
Oh, then I think he goes king f5 to take the opposition. Kind of.
Okay, and then king g7.
G7, king g5,
King takes h7.
and he goes king h5. Right?
Then king g7.
Oh, wait, my bad. That's not how it works. It's...
Anybody can write, please, in the chat if somebody hears us, because nobody is writing. So I'm not sure if this is because everybody is listening and concentrating very much on the puzzles, or they just don't hear anything.
Well, yeah, I think they can hear us.
Okay, okay. Or you tested?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I did hear us.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, that's great. So, actually, if any viewers would like to have some ideas, just write in the chat. Maybe I can also answer if there is any question in the position. Just feel free to take active participation if you want to. Okay, so that's not good, yeah, which you said. I mean, it's not good the end, but let's try to make it a different way. So after king f7, how to make the draw? So it's just to make the opposition this. We need to go to opposition on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's from the. It's to make it as a blockading weapon, but it's not possible to do that way. But actually, we can do a different way.
But the f7, f5, that's correct, I'm sure.
So f7, f5, yeah, that's correct. That's then king g7. So how to try to make the draw here? So we should somehow stop the pawn, or if we cannot directly stop the pawn, then maybe we can. Then his king is stopping his pawn. So maybe if we stop his king, we stop his king, and his king stops his pawn.
Yeah, I remember. We need to stack his king.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, on the h row.
And how to make that happen?
I think e6. e6? Yeah. e6.
Yeah, okay.
King a6. And then if he takes, then f7.
Okay, so follow like a shadow again. Actually, this is like kind of like an opposition. Actually, again, we are using the opposition for so we block him so he cannot go out.
Yeah.
Actually, this is another draw. Okay, so with the rook pawns, there are two ways to make the draw. One is to directly stop it from going forward in front of the pawn, but the other one is to stop his king when he. Many times this is the way actually how it happens. So he captures our pawn, which would stop, and then we block his king in. Okay, so this is why king f6 is not good. What's the difference with king f6? Why this strategy not working, or is it working, that strategy, or not?
Well, it's working. King f6 is king f6, right? Oh yeah, that's working for sure.
Not sure. we should calculate actually. We should not just believe in the things here in the endgames, but we should look until the end.
He's one tempo off.
Okay, so how is please tell me the variation.
King f6. Then where does he go? That's correct. e4 maybe? If you're trying to do this.
Yes, yeah, king e4, yeah, that's
yeah, then he one tempo off. That now king g, yes. So he's just one tempo off.
Yeah, that's one important tempo. Now what's the winning move?
g8, king g8.
Yeah, Okay. Actually, those are the key squares for the rook pawn for the attacker king. Okay, if you can get any of those squares, g7 or g8. I mean, on the rook file, the 7th or the 8th. I'm sorry, on the knight file, then it's kind of making like a blockade now for the defender king.
Yeah.
This means okay. And if you see what was the difference? Why? Because it looks very same. The same. Both moves looks very similar. What makes the difference? Why
He had
f6?
to take an extra move to e4 to e5
Hmm. Because of the
because of the f6
yeah. Because look, this is interesting. This is
block. Yeah.
like an opposition, but this is actually yeah. It's a blocking his advance actually. So
Yes.
when we are doing this way, then it's not blocked in his advance. So this king f6 actually is reaching two things in one time, going closer to the g7. It's the same. He has again two ways, like in the previous example. So many times we have two ways, and we have a better way. One of them is better, and the f6 one is also have another job. It's just building a blockade.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so sometimes if you can have two ways to reach one thing, then you should look at which has some other benefits. If they have, sometimes they are the same, so they have no special benefits. But sometimes one of them is better. Okay, and like here, yeah, this is better because it's the same time. So because he just need to lose a move. Yeah, he just waste the move with just waiting move, but white is not wasting. By this move, he's also making closer to the pawn.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Let's see the next one, which was this one. Okay, this is actually I think an easy thing. So white to move. Somebody wrote, I cannot imagine someone actually remember all these tactics by playing with 10 seconds on the clock. Yeah, it's maybe not in the beginning, but if you played a few times, then maybe you will start to remember actually. But yeah, it's need practice. That's for sure. So just you cannot just especially when you are low on time, then you will go only on the one which already trained very much. There is some saying from the Navy, from the American Navy about this, like in a like you. I don't know. Did you hear about that, or do you know that saying about reaching this on the lower level of your training?
No.
So this is something about like when you are in a critical position or situation, then you will give only what is very much trained. So on that level, which is or like automatically you can do it. So that's why they practice so many times the same thing, so they can do it also like when there is no time to think.
Kind of makes sense actually.
Yeah, so that's why sometimes like in like in karate or some like kung fu they do like one hit maybe they do like 10,000 times to to
Yeah. Yeah.
to practice. So when it comes, then it's just without thinking they can make it. Okay, so how to win this with white? I think this is probably.
Oh, that's kind of easy, I think.
Yeah.
We have a permanent advantage, right?
Yes.
If you go to b3, we have a permanent opposition.
Okay.
Wherever where he goes, we have the opposition.
So probably he tries to stop the pawn, so he goes to the direction of the pawn.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the critical one when now he cannot do any more to stay in front of the pawn. Okay, so this is why interesting. This is like so I don't know if you know sumo wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Something a little bit similar when there are like these two guys and they want to force them out of the corner. And so they are like in the now front of them, and one of them need to give space for the other.
Yeah.
And usually which need to go, that's bad. So if like white need to go, then he would make always the again the blockade. But now black needs to go, so it's
So
can
white
go.
has the advantage.
Yeah, this could also actually I think outflanking. So this kind of situation when the king gives space and then go to the other direction forward. Sometimes it works also like in this way, these oppositions on the vertical oppositions. So here, okay, and how to win this one? Please play.
G4, king G4,
Okay, I make here.
F5, king F5,
Okay.
king G5.
Yeah. So you actually you can go most of the time until you reach one of the key squares.
King H6, G4.
Yeah, and actually here you can push the pawn without thinking until the fifth rank, and there you need to start only think.
Yeah.
So pushing, and now it's a question what to do here if it's a.
I think it doesn't really matter. Now king G6.
Yeah,
So
now it matters if you can push the pawn or
yeah,
need the king,
yeah.
because now you cannot push the pawn because then it would be a draw.
Yeah,
But
I mean this one is faster, of course.
yeah, actually this is the only move actually here.
Yeah,
Only king g6 wins. All other moves are draw.
yeah.
Moving back then king g7 or g6, so it's not necessary.
F7.
Yeah. So now the same story, but if it's black to move, then it's good. So it's no stalemate now. Okay, it's important. Who need, because if white to move, it's a draw, but if black to move now, it's all comes with checks.
We came in with a check.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is just. Ah no, knight is not enough. So queen. It's a checkmate. Okay, so what happened? So what did we do? So we made the opposition from the beginning first. Just go to the pawn and then always make this outflanking. How was this? Sorry, it was this way. Yeah. So always make the opposition and then go forward on the other side if when they give way. And then push the pawn and here need to calculate if sometimes you can push the pawn, sometimes you need to use the king. Example, if he moves here, sorry, no, here, then we can push the pawn. Yeah, because now we reach this without a check. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for the support, TFS. Thank you very much. Okay. So let's go this way. Okay. Wonderful. Let's go for the next one. I think we have a good one here. And the new one. Let's here comes our old friend, I think, or very similar to the first one if you remember. White to move. No, this was the first. I wanted to show just the load show you the first one back for one moment.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
One moment. How is this? How can I do this? Yeah, to load. You remember this is the first one, and you remember before was the draw. And we are looking here. Do you look similarities?
It kind of does.
The pawns are the same. One of them on the third rank, other one on the here. It's just opposite colors.
Yeah, a bit different. I think.
The only difference is who to move actually, because look here. Here the defender was with the pawn on the third rank was moving. So he could make this one and then make the draw, and in the other one, this one, Now the attacker is moving actually. If the defender would move, what would he do if black to move here?
Black to black to move here.
Yeah, if you remember back in the first one, what was the important way to make the draw?
I mean, pushing the pawn.
Yeah, yeah, pushing the pawn because it's then when it takes, then make the opposition. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the goal actually for black, and that's if you know this one. So this is why it's sometimes these steps are built on each other. If you know the first one, then you will know here what's the goal, and then that means you need to know what to do with white here because white has only one option. Other way, black reaches his goal and makes the draw. So the first move is probably
Pushing the pawn.
yeah. So there's no other option because other way he pushed the pawn and that's a draw. We know that's already. So b5 will be the first move. That's sure. And now the question. Okay, he probably will start to try to come closer.
We have to reach one of these squares.
Yes, yes. Now here comes that other idea. Yeah, to win the pawn, and then if you win the pawn on the sixth rank, then it wins because then it's a key square for our pawn. Okay. So now the question, how to win one of those.
I mean, we have to go to e4. That's for sure.
Okay.
e4, then king c7, I think.
Okay.
Then I think a5 is the.
Okay.
And now he cannot reach the opposition.
So what will be his next move? He tries to stop to go to here because if we are reaching this, then it's over already. So
Then
here's
we
one.
can go to king f6.
So how's the variation? So king e4 you said, king c7,
Yeah.
then
Now e5,
e5. Now what will be his move?
d7.
d7. Okay, and there what to do?
Now king f6.
Ooh, if you
Wait.
king f6 actually, then black would win.
Yeah, my bad. That's not work. e5. Oh, b5.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so another opposition which
Yeah.
we are fighting for one of the squares.
Now if he goes back to c7, then we go to a6.
Yeah, and so we get because other way we go for the pawn. And
now
now
we got the critical square.
yes, and now actually this is always like a Zugzwang in a situation when he always needs to give up the one of the squares. Give up. Okay, temporarily he can save it, but now he cannot save it anymore. Again, like an opposition, we are forcing him actually to move away. Temporarily he can protect, but then again he's in a Zugzwang. If he could pass the move, then it would be a draw. But in chess actually it's not possible to pass. We need to move sometimes. Actually, not sometimes, but after every opponent's move, we need to make a move.
Yeah.
This and how to win
Now
this.
a6.
Ace. Okay, now again we are back to the some other. So a6 is necessary. Other way he would try to make this tricky draws. So we just go here, and now he's forced to give up the defense. Okay. Wow. Okay, so the first idea is so important to push because if he push the king, let's try to go. Then what would black do here?
Push the pawn.
Yeah, he pushing the pawn, and now it's okay. White will go for the pawn, but it will not help him much.
Now he can go king b8.
Yeah, we are just waiting until around. It's important not to move here.
Yeah. Now
Good.
king c7.
So we are just waiting again. So this is the square we want to reach when he captures the pawn. And now this is a...
And now the king cannot reach the sixth row.
Yeah, because it's always blocked. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the next one. Next one is this. Which one is the next? Next one is this one. Actually, I think we did already 6 puzzles. Yeah, let's go for the next one. This one. Ah, it's a little different. So white to move. White to move.
Well, my first instinct say G6.
Okay,
If
yeah.
takes, then H6.
Okay.
And the pawn is promoting.
Really? You
Wait.
try to
Next.
stop it with the king if possible.
Take. Oh, no, wait. Alright. Oh, wait. I think the G6 seems correct.
Yeah, the idea is good, but we need to somehow make it in the right way too.
Yeah, the execution needs to be better. G6, I assume he takes.
So yeah, actually you want to make the way for the pawn in the right moment, but you want to gain a time, yeah, one move, because he just reached that with the king if you starting with G6. So what's the other way to start with? Sometimes the move order we need to change. So if you need to make 2 moves anyway, then we can do maybe first the other one, which
We can actually start with H6. And then he cannot go push the pawn. He's kind of forced to go to king F4. Or F4 or something like that. He cannot go to king F6. That's not work. It's illegal. So, yeah, something like that. And the H pawn is. Now we have the critical tempo on the H pawn. Now it's promoted. So H6. I don't know. F4. G6. H7 takes G6. Now we just promote him. He cannot stop that.
Okay, so actually that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's important to first play this, so because he cannot do the stuff which he did in the other line.
Yeah.
So again, he needs. Yeah, he needs to lose a move.
Now g6.
Okay, g6. Okay, what if he tries to come with the king to stop this way?
Seems tricky. Oh, then the g takes. G6 takes h7.
Yeah, because now this pawn blocks. Actually, other way we
Yeah.
would be able to just stop it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, these 2 pawns are sometimes can be good.
Yeah.
Usually they are not so good, but it's yeah, it works. The question is it also winning if we just push this and try to have a, like this pass pawn? Is it winning also?
I think I saw winning. I'm not sure though. If China takes the h pawn, then the g pawn is promoted.
Yeah, now he has only one move. Yeah, this one to stop it.
He can hold the draw, I think, but now you have to come with the king for sure.
Okay. He just need to go like there. Yeah, go back and forth. Otherwise he.
Yeah. Now he has the opposition.
Mhm. So it's a. Is it a draw or it's winning or what? What's the situation here?
Oh, it's a draw.
Huh?
I think we cannot stop the back and forth. G8 and f7.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, actually, it's same like if it would be a rook pawn. Interestingly, because those pawns are there. So it's because here look. It because he cannot move like that. Like it would be like a rook pawn now.
Yeah.
The same kind of stalemate. It's a very, I think, special situation because usually this would I would think like this is just very good for white because it's a protected pass pawn, a strong pass pawn, but yeah, it's not enough to win. Okay, so this also not helps. What else can he try? Yeah, if he moves here, and then he tries to maybe go the other way.
I think taking the h pawn is still.
Yeah, it's still just short. Yeah, actually, they are just protecting each other, so cannot go there. Okay, wonderful. Let's go for the next one. Next one. White to move. Ooh, this is a nice. This is a hard one actually, if I remember. So actually, this is what will happen. I think this is a draw, still a draw, but this is not an easy one.
Yeah, I remember it.
The voice now is fine. Okay, thank you. Hopefully by the time I managed to make this setup better, I planned actually to get maybe a new computer also for some improvements of the stream for the future. Maybe some new webcam also. By the way, Barna, on Mondays we have a chess club now on Shoimar. I don't know if you are interested to come.
Maybe.
From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday. And actually, yesterday we were streaming actually the games online.
Oh. Which channel?
On this channel.
I didn't saw.
It's not from the beginning because I made also a new channel, actually a Hungarian channel. It's called Saktábla. And because I was thinking maybe to do that, but of course this is a starting channel, so nobody was watching, and I said, okay, I said for in the morning for the viewers to show our chess club. And we made it to, yeah, there also I need some new setup for the camera and something to make, but I was showing the board where I was playing blitz chess against the others.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So if you want to come, I think it would be nice. And some new people started to come also actually this week, last week also. So maybe it will be some start to have some bigger the things.
Okay, we can try it out. I didn't see it in the next week, but soon.
Okay.
Next week is kind of easy. By the way, the puzzle.
So white to move here and white makes the draw.
If you go to the king b3, that's incorrect because he pushes the a pawn, a2,
Uh-huh.
and we are forced to take, of course. Then king a2, then he takes the a4, and he has the opposition.
Opposition, like if it's
Yeah.
we make this one, it's not helping us here because
Yeah, he has the opposition anyway.
and wins. Uh-huh. So looks like we need to improve
We
something.
have to start with pushing the pawn, I think, again.
If you push the pawn, let's say you said pushing the pawn. Yeah, you're pushing the pawn.
I think. Not sure.
Is that makes a difference?
Maybe it does.
Now king b3 is not necessary. Yeah, because if it takes this one, so this is forced.
Yes.
He's now pushing. Now it's forced to take, or can play king b2. I don't know if that makes any difference.
It doesn't. He reaches the 6th row anyway.
It may make actually some, because look, if he captures now, it makes the opposition.
Yeah.
I think this is a key moment. Who reads the opposition here? So actually, maybe this is a.
Wait. I don't think he should take here. Maybe he should go to c4. Or b4. Yeah.
Maybe here.
King b4. This makes sense.
Now, if it takes, then
sure.
then opposition. What if he is not taking? If he moves like this?
Oh, then the c pawn is promoting.
How?
I mean, he's forced to go back and forth.
He will take the next move. If c4, he just takes it.
Yeah, but then we go. Wait. Then. b3. Wait. King b3. He has to go a5 now. Then I think just promoting to mate. He cannot take the pawn and he cannot stop the c pawn.
Are you sure that works?
Yes.
So please show that how it works.
Now king b3. And the c pawn is promoted.
Yeah. So this is the thing. Even white queen's first, but it's.
But it's made. And he doesn't promote the check yet.
And yeah, promotes with the check and wins. So it shows that it's not a good idea to actually to start with c5. Actually, that's not a good way to go. Looks like that's also losing. I mean, that's losing. So actually, what I always suggest to try to go only back one move to look if So not just go to the very beginning, but if you saw something it's not working, then just go back one move. So if, like example, here when we are sure now we know this is already losing. So let's try to go back one situation. If you can do something instead of this, probably this is not happening because still losing. So then we go back one more move. So it looks like king takes a2 is not good because it's just losing. Now we can see if there's another move than king takes a2. Is there another move?
King b2.
King b2. Let's see if this makes sense and it helps or no. What do you think?
I mean, now we cannot take.
If he takes, then
We take, and we have the opposition.
yeah, but if you take, then king b4 he plays. No? If he moves here, then he reaches the key square. If he moves here, then what will he do?
He takes with the king.
Yeah, that's the only way. And that can reach one of the key squares of the pawn. Yeah. Because also, of course, the pawn's not here, but it's less advanced. The key square is actually two squares front of the pawn. If you don't have the opposition, we reach to any of those, it means. The direct squares front of the pawn need the opposition for the attacker. That still means if he has the opposition, but if it's the defender has the opposition, that's equal. But if you don't want to think about opposition, we need to reach one of those two squares front of the pawn, and it will win. Yeah. But like this is not good because look now, two squares would be the win. This will be only a draw because now he can make the opposition. Okay, so this means it's capturing on a2 is not good, yeah, because king b4 is winning. Is there anything else than capturing on b2 here?
Now c5.
Now c5, looks what happens if now c5.
Well, if you can take, I think. I mean, doesn't matter, it's probably a draw.
And if he takes, then what happens?
Oh, if he takes, we just take the pawn, right? The 8 pawn.
And with an opposition, okay, that's the key.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You have the opposition, and now cannot do. Can he do? So actually he's forced to take now, no? Because or he can do like this. But will this help?
I mean, now we are forced to take, yeah. And now b1. King b1.
King b1.
Oh, no, my bad. King a2. We have the opposition.
Yeah, we need to stop him to come forward.
Yeah.
Now this is a wow. So if you go back to the beginning, wow. So this is I guess one of the toughest. Actually, when I first see this, maybe I could not solve it.
Yeah, I think it's really tough. Actually.
And I was already an international master, so this shows also I was not so good in pawn endgames, but maybe or in calculation. But yeah, it's not easy to look these little differences of like not taking but playing this one. So the key is who has the opposition on this on a2 and a4. Yeah, if you go to the deeper, that's actually makes the difference. And then if he captures, and and one more move again, It's not only who has the opposition, but it's important to this pawn is already on c5 when we have the opposition.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because
We yeah.
otherwise the opposition is not enough because it's if he because he can take the pawn on a different because here he has the choice to take the pawn with the king. If taking with the pawn, then it would make the draw, but he can capture with and reaching the key square of the pawn.
Yeah,
So this is why important. Actually, we need to sacrifice a second pawn here, yeah, to need to make the sacrifice of the second pawn, and only then capture back the first. When we force him to the way to the square where we want him to be.
yeah.
Okay. So I think if it's fine for you, it will be good for today. We made a like little review of how many we did. Like we did like eight puzzles.
Oh, we saw them fast, actually.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Yeah, but it's still these are looks like it's still good to review or to because it's still not like immediately you know them.
Yeah,
Okay, so one more somebody asking to show how actually this makes the draw until the very end. No, this is a so if black makes here, we are just following. So now he need to decide to push the pawn because otherwise we just follow forever. Or okay, if he goes far away, then we go front of the pawn and stop that way. So let's say here he decides, okay, let's to push the pawn. Okay, and now it's so important. We cannot allow the black king to reach any of those squares, yeah. So we need to keep the squares under control. And now, if the black king moves, we just go even more forward. So he cannot do that, but he tries to push the pawn. And here comes the final important moment. What's the move for white here?
C1.
Okay, so we need to be ready for the opposition. Okay, so again, not making a move which allows him the opposition, but we want to be ready for the opposition. When he reaching the third rank, the king, then we need to make the opposition to block him so he cannot go forward. And when he reaching with the check. Okay, so when it's a check, the pawn reaching the second rank with the check, that's a draw. If it's not without check, that would win. So we want when we make the defense, then we want him to go with the check, and this is the draw. Okay, guys, actually, yeah, thank you for watching. And so Barnard, thank you very much for making this possible. If it's, I don't know if you how you liked it.
Oh, it was cool. I
So
like it.
maybe we can do this way also next time if it's okay for you,
Oh, it's okay. For sure.
because this is also so others can learn also by watching it,
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
and hopefully they also okay they also enjoyed it, so that's nice. And yeah, we'll see how maybe we can meet in the chess club. Also, any viewers, if you are living close to Shoimar, Budapest, would like to go in every Monday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. we have a chess club. Actually, somebody came yesterday who watched the stream in the morning.
Oh,
He had no schools. I don't know why. He's like 14 years old or 15 years old, going to a gymnasium in Budapest, but he did not have school. Was somehow was started for search for chess on Twitch. Found me and watched the stream, and then I told about the chess club, and he came, and then probably every week he will come for the chess club now. So some
that's really cool.
strange coincidence, even from Twitch, possible to meet people on very close by.
That's cool.
Okay. Yes, and guys, also if you want to have the stream, maybe other like in the morning I did stream now from 8 a.m. and you one way is to also, when you have like an ad, you can just watch the ad. That way you can also support, because one of part of the ads review, I got it. Also, if you don't want to watch the ads but you would like to support the stream, you can use a subscription. You can use also, if you have a Prime membership on Amazon, you can use this one, this Prime way, or you
For
can.
free, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So if you have a Prime, you can subscribe one account. I think one channel you can subscribe free, and you can use also this one, or yeah. Thank you very much. Also, somebody cheered actually 1,000 bits. So thank you very much for that support. Or if you prefer to do with the Streamlab or the PayPal, also these are the links for those donation links. And just watching and being here, that's also good support. So thank you very much for everybody. And hope to probably I will stream a little bit later. Maybe I will have some lunch and go with my daughter to school, and maybe later we'll have some stream. And especially in the evening. So also, if you want to watch Barna, I will have the title Tuesday actually from 5 p.m. to around 7 p.m.
Oh yeah, 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 for sure.
The big tournament where I was about. I played once with Hikaru also there actually.
Yeah, I actually saw the match live.
Okay, okay. So I will, if not earlier, then I will be back streaming in the afternoon a little more. I'd like maybe probably a little earlier, not just 5. Maybe I will start to stream maybe half an hour earlier or something like that, to have some warm up. Yeah, and then I reached the goal. Also, today goal was to reach 2,500 in Blitz. So actually, I am back. Yeah, I had many times back and forth, but now I decided to make some systematic goals. So the next goal will be 2550. Hopefully, I can now stabilize on 25 and go for that. For maybe if I have like a good series, even in the title Tuesday, have some chances. We'll see. Especially in the first round, good chance to play somebody very high rated in with this kind of ratings. Somebody maybe like 3,000. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Varna, then thank you very much. Maybe actually, if it's good for you, this 10 a.m. is it okay for you, or 9 a.m. is better for you?
I mean, the 10 a.m. is okay, mostly.
Okay, okay, then let's plan for this next week.
Okay, okay. Next week, 10 a.m.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Have a
Oh,
nice day.
okay, okay. Thank you very
Bye
much.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, so we had the lesson with Barna. So actually, if you are interested about chess coaching, this was something which you can have also yourself, but also all other parts of the game. Also, of course, openings, middle games, or tactics, or tournament preparation. You can read about my coachings here in this article. Was created on chess.com. I was coach of the month in one of the starting of this series, and you can also look some ideas and some testimonials from students on my website. Okay, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in a couple of hours when I will be back for playing in the title Tuesday. That will be like 5 p.m. local time, 4 p.m. UK time, and it will be like 11 a.m. New York time, or 8 a.m. Pacific time, actually, Los Angeles time. Do you have any questions before we go? So hopefully everybody learned a few things about pawn endgames, about opposition, about critical squares, how to try to queen your pawn, or how to try to prevent opponents from queening and using your king as a blockader, or using your king as going forward. Okay, so have a wonderful evening or have a wonderful morning wherever you are in the space. And we see you. Actually, I made now a schedule. I will put on soon on Twitch also. I plan to do like every Tuesday morning like this time. Also tomorrow morning. So most of the mornings from Monday to Friday I will stream. I want to make it more consistent now. Yeah, I will put it in the morning, actually morning European time, but this is like night in California time. So it's I will start around midnight or 11 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know which time zone are you in. I was just looking myself if I make this really work, and then I waited 2 days actually if I really get up in time and make the streams and things. But looks like it works, so I will put as a schedule, and maybe later also on my Discord. Actually, yeah, please join on the Discord. I will write in the Discord also when I was streaming, if you want, or you can on social media, Twitter, Facebook. So you can also look my join there to be able to see when something is coming. Yeah, Athenaeus US, just thank you very much for Athena US just for joining us. Okay, guys, thank you. Bye bye. Hope to see you soon.